Go for it. Okay. All right. Hello, guys. Sorry, we're starting like on time now. I usually try to start at least a minute or two early. Uh, we do have some announcements at the end of class. Um, we're not going to go through them now. It's what the end of class is for. You're going to need a couple of things today. First, a chair. I like folding chairs. They're about the right height. That force you to actually have to really kick properly, stuff like that. Okay, so you need something like this. If you don't have a folding chair, you can use like a TV tray. Like the collapsible folding TV trays. Those do work. They're a little bit higher. They're a little bit more difficult, but that's a good thing. Okay. Otherwise, you can use a chair that has like a rolling office chair or something like that. Just something where it has a barrier of some sort that's roughly the same height as your hips. I mean, you can see this one's a few inches shorter than mine. That's okay. All right, but you're going to need this today. And as usual, you're going to need a partner. Okay, somebody who could be thrown, all the normal stuff. Somebody who's also not just going to let you get away with things. Okay, as you can tell, me and Mr. Hanson are not wearing our pillbox tops today. The house has been going up and down in temperature and everything, so I think it's just easier to do this. So you'll have to ignore the sweat stains. Otherwise, we'll get started. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to get your stuff and get back. All right, guys. I hope that was enough time. We're going to go ahead and get started. Just like always, we're going to do a little bit of stretching. I'm a little torn. Oh, Mr. Hanson, we're showing the focus. You're going to need targets. Also, guys, that was my fault. I forgot. I'll give you another minute. Force shield, focus pad, something roughly about that size. We're still going to be doing braking stuff and puss and soul type stuff. There's get this thing to read a little easier. If you are not familiar with it, you need to get your requirements pages because I do want you guys asking questions. I do kind of have to like sneak around the screen here to be able to read stuff for YouTube, but Facebook, you guys are good to go just to comment on stuff. So this is the grid sheet for target force braking techniques, stuff like that. So just in case there's stuff that I forgot, make sure that you are asking questions. Okay, if you have questions already, ask. But we're going to go ahead and get started. Everybody, turn it. Anjo. Mokyam. Okay, come on, come on. All right. So, like I said, we're going to start with a little bit of stretching. Okay. Um, I like you guys to be stretched out and everything by the time we get here. You guys should know that by now. So we're going to go ahead and start. We're going to start kind of at the bottom and work our way up. Okay. First, follow the foot on the ground. I want you to move your ankles in circles, both directions, a few in each direction. The bigger, the better. This isn't about, how fast you can get it done, but how well you can get it done. I must have jammed my big toe recently because my big toe does not want to flex. That's what you do this stuff for. All right, other side. Like Mr. Hampton, he's trying to go as fast as he can. Nah, it's not really the point. Okay, you want to get it moving. Big circles, all the way up, all the way down, all the way inside, outside, moving in both directions so you get both sides of the bones to separate and open up and move. All right, foot across the wall. Our mats are in a really weird angle today. All right, that's all right. Doesn't matter. Okay, remember, leg straight. You're pushing your hip up towards the wall. Use that calf to stretch out as much as you can. Your Achilles to release a little bit. Side. Using kind of a weird part of the wall today too. Just full of complaints. And relax. All right. So this is one of those stretches that I personally don't like. You're going to kneel down. You need to get out of the way of the camera, Mr. Hanson. All right. If you guys notice how I've got my feet, my heels aren't up. I'm trying to get my heels down so my ankles are flat, and just sit on them for a moment. Kind of the other side. So when we're using the wall to stretch our Achilles and our calves, this is kind of the other side. This is the front part of your shin. Good. Stand up. All right. Now, I'm right here. Okay. Feet underneath you. Notice that I'm just kind of standing relatively naturally. I'm not letting my feet go out and my feet come in. I'm trying to keep them forward. That is kind of one of the things here. I'm just saying. Good. Stand up. And cross your feet and hang. I don't have very good balance today. Good. And cross your feet the other way. And just hang. And up. All right. Again, you can use a wall for balance. You can use the chair. You don't need to use something for balance. I like to because it just helps me remind myself about posture and stuff. Okay. You're not really leaning on the wall. Okay. Foot behind you, knee straight down. Okay. And you're just going to push your hip out. Okay. You're not pulling backwards on your leg. Okay. You're keeping your heel close to your rear end. Then pushing your hip out. And the other side. And relax. All right. Now comes one of the fun ones. Feet apart. Again, this isn't about, major flexibility stretching at the moment. Hands down, elbow down. Okay. Left side, right side. A little wider. Forwards, drop a hip. Other side, drop the hip. Good. Relax. Stand up. Arms across your chest. Again, this isn't about, major stretching. This is just about, let's get moving a little bit. Other side. Behind your head. Check, make sure this other side. And relax. Okay, notice, found my nice little door frame here again. Stretch, twist. And turn around, other side, twist. And relax. Hands together, palms out, all the way up and back. And relax. All right. That'll do for now. We're actually going to start with this. Okay. Lift your hands. Sure. Grab the focus pad, please. And right over here. All right. So hold it properly, please. Palm the hand out to the side. All right. Now, we're talking about, personally, one of my favorite kicking exercises, okay? Because it really reminds you how to kick. Okay, I'm going to be doing a front kick straight over the chair. There we go. Okay, and switch hands for me so they can actually see where the pad is in the camera. Okay, and so I'm moving. No, stretch your arm out. Let me get closer to the chair. You'll take for that. Okay. So if you notice that if my target is just a few inches past the chair, okay, I'm standing pretty close to the chair. Okay. What I'm trying to do is a front kick, and my job is kick over the chair and touch the pad. Okay. Touch the pad. Okay. You're going to do this 10 times. Okay. Now remember, you're not going around the chair to get there. Okay. You're not going, angling your foot to come over it. Okay. It's a front kick. You go straight over the chair. Okay. So I'm here. All right. My foot's not going to come around in any way. Okay. Not over here, not up, then around. Okay. Now, straight over the chair. Preferably with better balance than I've got today, obviously. Okay. This is going to force you to actually kick midsection. Now, Mr. Hanson, go ahead, please. So stand on the other side of the chair. So I'm going to do it. I don't want. You're going to do it with both. The whole point. Okay. So he's going to get close. He's going to have his hands up the whole time. You don't have to go fast. You're just going to do 10. Okay. See, he's got to learn to keep his knee up, doesn't he? Keep going, Shanson. He went around the chair on that one a little bit. and he likes to drop his hand to compensate that knee lift, okay? This is why we're doing this, okay? Relax your knees and just kick. Ah, look at that. That whole relax and bend thing. We talk about that a lot, okay? Now, the other leg. Relax and kick. Okay, he needs to raise his knee a little more on this one. He needs to sit on that support leg. Ah, okay. See, so now we've got that keep your knee up thing. Now the truth is, watch what happens. I'm gonna raise it this high. Let's see what happens. Ah, so now we can keep his knee up better this way, which is probably why we need it a little bit lower to really teach that lesson. Keep your knee up. Okay, so you have your front kicks over the chair, right? Like I said, this really is one of my favorite exercises. All right, thank you. Now, a turning kick, I'm making a little bit of a jump here, okay? Turning kicks are a little bit more awkward over the chair, okay? Because a lot of people try to treat them like they're a short range kick. They're not, okay? It's actually a medium range kick, okay? It's not really a long range kick like a side kick or even a back kick, okay? It's more of a medium range. What do I mean by that?
Can side kick also be a short range?
Side kicks can be. Side kick, by the way, guys, side kicks are like my all-purpose kick, okay? They do everything, okay? But a turning kick, here's what I mean by medium range, okay? Front kick really is a medium range kick also, but front kicks and turning kicks hit about the same distance, okay? But what makes a turning kick do this is that you're not turning in this big, wide, round circle to do a turning kick, okay? It acts just like a front kick, okay? So, with Mr. Hansen, I'm actually going to hold the pad that way. Turn sideways completely. Stand over here where I need, okay? And the pad, oh, wait, guys, I hope you guys can see it. The pad's at an angle, okay? But look at our distance here, okay? My kick is actually going to go that way a little bit, okay? So I'm going to pick it up like a front kick, up and over the chair, and throw my turning kick. Ooh, I apparently followed my foot a little early, okay? So, no, I was actually me almost exactly like this on the seat of the chair. We all have our things, right? We all have them, okay? So I need to go figure, hold my knee up a little longer, okay? So my foot comes up, I turn my hip, and I kick, okay? This is actually how you do turning kicks over this, okay? Mr. Hansen keeps moving on me, though. Hey, all right, if you notice, I'm actually kicking significantly above the chair. The chair is just the obstacle again. Okay, so I'm here, my knee comes up, I turn, I throw my kick, and I bring it all back down. Let's move like 3 inches forward, please. Hold on. One mat instead of in the middle of two. Now, up, around, kick, and back. Makes sense? Okay? So, Mr. Hampton, measure head, please. Now, because of the type of kick this is, believe it or not, you're going to have to switch sides. So we're going to turn the chair and everything, okay? But for right now, close. There you go. Ah, see, he's trying to swing it around in a circle. You got to pick your knee up first. No, you got to turn. That's a little bit better. Don't swing your arms. And you don't have to get hit. Well, this is just practice. This is remembering how to kick, you know? Now, those dreaded words, bend your knee, the one you're standing on, it should be bent when you're kicking. There should be a relaxation to that leg so you can move. Hands up. All that stuff. Keep them up. Slow down. Do one piece at a time. So, you can see how difficult this kick really is. Okay, so now this side. Ooh, bend that ankle. Remember foot position. Foot position matters, guys. Take your time. A little closer to me. Foot position. Bend your ankle, hit the ball of the foot. I'm hoping you guys on the cameras are listening too. Okay, Mr. Hanson's trying to go really, really fast through this. I actually want you to slow down for this next year. So remember, turning kick isn't a come around in a circle kick, right? You got to lift your knee up in the front of you like a front kick. As you turn your hips, you kick. Ah, we had a cleaner kick. Okay, one more. See, he rotated on the heel and now he's hurting. Go figure. Okay, ball the foot, ball the foot, ball the foot, right? One more. All right, so turning kicks, significantly more difficult than a front kick, okay? But the idea behind it is that you're still driving forwards, okay? So, Mr. Hanson, put your back against the door over there, please. All right? If I'm doing my turning kick and I've got him right up against the wall, like, okay, my turning kick isn't going to send him side to side. I'm actually going to be driving forwards with my turning kick. So I'd actually be stepping off to the side, aiming at you guys, and then as I turn, that's how a turning kick works. Okay, I'm driving into it, turning my hips into it. Okay, to send all the power through the ball of my foot into him, into the wall, so on and so forth. Okay, so it's not a cross action thing. Okay, not like a crescent kick. All right, so turning kicks. Do like 100,000 of those. Okay, because you do have to break with the turning kick eventually, so you might as well start now. All right, now blue ball, red ball. I think they blue ball, red ball. Turning kick. Yeah, what's that like? Well, if you're a black belt who plans on competing, you know, I have to break with the turning kick. Okay, so now we're going to talk about my personal favorite side kick. I love side kicks. Okay, adore them. Wish they were his children. Here. So first, no, you can't stand there. They got to be able to see the path. So first things first about a side kick. Okay, like a front kick, you pick your foot up and it kind of follows this path here, this little rainbow-shaped path. If you were watching the turning kicks carefully, they do too, okay? So as you're doing this, your foot comes up, over, and around, turning around completely, and they follow this nice little arcing path. Side kick does too, okay? Really cool thing about side kicks, I'm actually going to let you do it this way today because I want your foot to follow the path between here and the back of the seat into the path. Okay, so I'm going to do it this way for a moment, just so I can give you guys the best possible action here. Okay, so look how close I'm standing. Okay, I'm actually like really right up against the seat. Okay, this would be the front of the seat, so if the chair and stuff is behind me, I don't want that. I want the chair in front of me here, okay? Because as I turn my hips, okay, now I'm going to be kicking straight over the chair, okay? So if you do this right, your foot comes up, constantly moves forwards as you're stretching out into the kick with a hip turn right at the end, Okay. This, believe it or not, is side kick. Okay. It's not it's not multiple stages and, you know, turning your body where it actually should be a very natural kick. Okay. I'm gonna move forward. Keep running into pictures and stuff. All right. So my pad now. Okay. What I'm wanting you to concentrate on is again your knee. So to do a side kick, you don't drop your knee. You actually raise your foot. Okay. So I'm lifting my knee and my foot raises. Okay. It's not my knee dropping. Okay. My foot raises. There's your side kick. Okay. So just like that turning kick where, you know, you're picking your knee up, and as you turn, your foot comes around with your hips. Okay, same general idea, except as your hips turn, your foot raises to your knee height. Okay, this is how you get power. Okay, so I want you to cheat today. Find a wall. Notice that it's pretty close to me. You want posture. In a side kick, you can lean a little, but you're not doing this thing. Okay, no, that's not right. Okay, you should still be standing straight up as much as you can. Okay, so, all right, the chances, Pat.
This is where you were trying to demonstrate.
Don't do this. Yeah, that's bad. Notice that his knee dropped. Yeah.
That's where my foot goes.
Okay, when I drop, see, he actually dropped his knee a lot. Okay, so again, back up just a little bit. Hand on the wall just for balance. Keep your posture. Okay, you're standing up as straight as you can when you kick. Okay. Oh, see, did you guys see his knee drop? His knee dropped. He has to start over. So remember, you're concentrating on keeping your knee up. Oh, he dropped his knee again. He did. I promise. Let me see if everybody else saw it. Okay, if you saw his knee drop, I want you guys to post it, okay? He's giving me weird looks, okay? Remember, we're concentrating on our knee motion. Okay, the knee. Oh, wait. Too early. Okay, knee to your chest. So it's not just get your knee in front of you. You actually want your heel as close to your butt as you can, your knee as close to your chest as you can. And then your foot comes up and it starts to move towards the target as you turn your hips. Okay? So, again. Okay, start over. Pull your pants up. So if you guys wonder, one of those things I do pick on occasion with people, okay, is they like to have their pants starting to rise low because it's more comfortable. Well, if you have to sit there and pull up on your pant legs and stuff, these pant legs are just go the opposite direction, okay? Get the crotch of your pants as high as you possibly, and if you have to wear your waist up here, do it, okay? Because it's actually going to help you. Okay, so now on a work with me again. Knee comes up. Okay. Did you guys see his knee drop? So
Probably like a millimeter.
no, like about 3 inches. Okay. Now here's the real secret. Okay, Mr. Hanson, start over. Do not turn your hips until I tell you. Okay. So he picks his knee up. I want you to start moving your foot sideways towards the pad. Nope, you can't turn your hips. Okay, now turn your hips and push out. Oh, we dropped this thing big time. Okay, let me show you.
I give up.
Let me show you. Okay,
This is why I give up on practice.
your knee comes up, and I start moving my foot. See this action here? I'm swinging it out, and right as it starts to make my hip want to turn, I let it turn. Okay.
Your knee dropped.
Okay. Well, this time it did. You're right. Okay. But Okay, I want you to see that foot motion. I'm concentrating on that. I'm not, okay. Keeping your knee up as you do this is now as your foot goes out, so does your knee, and then your hips turn. Okay, so it's up, foot comes out, knee starts to come out, hips turn.
Side kicks are so complicated.
And all the way through. Okay, there's like this corkscrew motion. All right,
Side kicks are so complicated.
oh yes, they are. Okay, but there's a reason why side kicks are also so powerful. Okay, because we're only talking about the action of your kicking leg. We're not talking about, like how to put your whole body weight behind it. Okay, so we're going to switch sides so that Mr. Hansen can. Okay, no, stay there, stay there. Just turn around. Okay, so we're here. Okay, for the moment, let's get rid of that. Okay, keep your knee in. So right here, I'm going to help you out. Okay, we're here. Okay, I want this to start happening. You see, if you guys watch his hips, okay, that starts to happen. That starts to happen, and now he turns his hips, and then it all starts to come back in, flat, flat, flat to the ground, and boom, everything turns back in. Okay, so now, think you can do it? I don't know, sir. I don't like that answer. Okay, let's try it. Okay. Got to get rid of that little heel kick thing you do first. Actually, he was really close. He just sped up too much. Okay. Again, stay here. Okay, start off with it pointing the wall. Okay, keep it there, but don't turn your hips when you first start moving. Up, 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 up. Ah, see, you got to get rid of that. You got to learn to just pick your leg up. Let everything else.
No, when I pick my leg up, this comes out.
I know. Don't. Did you see his knee drop? Yeah, like rolled underneath him. Yeah. This takes a lot of practice, guys. Okay, so if I'm doing this on my left side, okay, should be at an okay distance here, okay? So I'm here. All right, my foot comes up. Believe it or not, if you're doing a side kick properly, okay, everybody knows that bending ready stance A position, okay, that stance, okay? Your foot should pass through that, okay? So as you're moving, I'll go to this side of the chair so you can see it. As your foot comes in, it's my knee coming up here and my foot coming up here, okay? And that way I can lift and separate everything, okay? So I'm here, all right? My foot comes up, over, out, all the way back in and down, okay? This is the action, that movement that you want to practice like 9 billion times to get good at the side kick, okay? So, all right, good. I'm going to move on, okay? Is this braking technique? Yes, it is. Okay, because obviously you don't get to use a wall when you're braking. Okay, is it is a brake doing board braking like pretty? Well, yeah, it is. Okay, but you have to concentrate on how effective it is. But you have to have the right technique to make it effective, right? So there is a balance there. All right, and ultimately, if you did a side kick and you broke the boards, you did okay. You did good. Okay, you did it right. But remember that getting that right action in there with your legs, your body, it helps. Okay, front kicks, same deal. Turning kicks, same deal. Back kicks, hook kicks, crescent kicks. Oh, wait, crescent kicks. Mr. Hansen, stand right behind the chair, please. Face the cameras. All right. So, to do this properly, you need just enough distance that your knee can come up right behind the chair. Because as you do a crescent kick, okay, again, your foot comes out and around, right? I want you to do inward crescent kick, outward crescent kick, putting your foot down with the same leg.
Inward, step down, outward.
Inward, outward. You see, every time he reaches down to pull his pant leg up, yeah.
They're not sitting low at all.
You just got to stop doing it. Okay, that's what's throwing you off. Now look at his body like twisting opposite the kick. You shouldn't need to do that. Okay. That was all in front of the chair, wasn't it? I want you to use the length of the chair.
Yep, sure.
Okay. No, guys, this is not easy. Okay, that's why I love the chair. Okay, so I have just enough space. Inward, outward. Inward, outward. Inward, outward.
It looks like you're turning your body.
It looks like it, but I'm not. I'm using my hips to do it. I'm not using my body to crank against. Make sense?
Yeah,
okay.
Counterbalancing.
You don't need to. Inward, outward. Inward, outward. Okay? Try it. You need a little more, just like another inch of space. No, back, back. There you go. Oh, he almost had it though. Try again. But now you guys also see why I like having the chair. Okay? Because it will point out every little thing you're doing wrong.
Keep hooking it right at the end.
Okay. So this will be the last kick we do. Then we're going to look at hands for a few minutes. And then we got to, all right, under back for a second. Okay. Turn towards me, feet towards me. Okay. Now, this leg straight, flat on the ground. The other leg straight up ahead, heel towards the ceiling. Okay. So show me the action of a crescent kick. Believe it or not, the whole knee bending thing, that happens before the kick and after the kick, but not during the kick. Okay. No, that's not a crescent kick. Okay. So here's the fun part. Okay. Keep your other toes up. Bring this leg and leg straight, leg straight, leg straight. Okay. So I'm standing here. Notice that I'm opening his hips up a little bit. Okay. His foot's starting on the outside, and I want it up here. Okay. Pull my hand across your body. Pull, 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 pull. Harder, harder, harder. Keep pulling. Don't turn. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Keep pulling. Harder, 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 harder. And now we have the muscles for an inward crescent kick. And now that we're over here, okay, now push against my hand. Push. Out, out. No, not down. Out. Straighten my hand. Straighten out your knee a little. Now we have the muscles for outward crescent kick. Okay? A crescent kick is this big. It's the size of your shoulders. Okay? And you're pulling your foot one way or the other to do a crescent kick. It's called a crescent because your foot does come up, over, and down. But it's not by doing this with your arms. Okay? It's by pulling your leg across. Okay? Nice big circle. All right. So maybe crescent kicks are a little much for today. That's all right. All right. We can get rid of the chair for now. Okay. So far, knife hands. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm going to give you guys a minute. Get a drink of water, okay? And then we'll start with hand techniques. Yes, if you guys are wondering, I'm actually looking. I'm actually looking at what techniques you guys are supposed to be doing with your hand techniques. I just would like to make sure I get it right. Okay, so okay, so we're gonna do the techniques that I've hardly even looked at. Okay, really. One of them is a downward strike with the knife hand. All right, go. All right. Now, I'm actually going to show you guys this. Okay, Mr. Hanson, kneel down. Hold the pad. Okay, when you do this, sorry guys, really is the cost of doing taekwondo at home. The dog's curious about every last little thing. And back all the way up to the wall, please. Okay, so if you guys notice, he's holding just above my knees. Okay, that's about the right height. It's close enough. Okay. What you are going to be looking for when you set this break up, okay? First, your front foot is going to be right through the middle of the pad, okay, and next to it. Your target, whatever, boards, bricks, glass, 96 inches of ice, whatever you're breaking, okay? So your foot's going to be right here through the middle of the pad, okay? Here. Because we never do a technique past our foot, okay? Ever. By the way, that's like an ever thing, all right? So what I mean by that is you're not going to have your foot here in front of the pad. Nope, you're right where you were. Okay? You're not going to have your foot in front of the pad and trying to break like this where my hand extends past my foot. I lose power. I don't have any body strength that way. Okay? And we're just talking about muscle. So I need my foot right through the middle of my target. I need my other foot through the middle of my target. I reach up, my hand comes in a circle. I move in a circle because up, down, you reach a stopping point. Up and stop to come down, right? We don't want that. So what I actually want is a more of a windmill as I come over. And right as my hand gets over, I start to drop my knee and I pull down with my hand. Okay? I'm tightening up my stomach. I'm pulling into it with my stomach a little bit. She didn't like that I was hitting stuff. Fine. Okay. Go lay down. Maybe it'll be your head I use here in a second. Come on. Stay. Okay. So, foot in the middle. Foot in the middle. Hand that's striking behind me. It just works better, guys. You could do it with the front, but then you're doing this kind of weirdo motion. All right. Up, out, over, down. All at once. Okay? Now, there. Come on. She really doesn't like the noise, guys. Sorry. Okay, so, again, knife hands. We've talked about that. Knife hand, not forearm, not pinkies. Kids who are under the age of 13, they'll use a side fist, which, by the way, is exactly the same as a knife hand. You're still hitting with the exact same piece of your hand. Okay? So, downward strike. Really should know that. Mr. Hanson, if you could let her out or take her upstairs or put her in a bedroom, something. She doesn't like that we're hitting anything, guys. So, no, not in there, please. She likes to eat stuff in there.
Come here. Nova. Come here.
Upstairs. Upstairs. Please take her upstairs. Upstairs. Where's the grandma? All right. So, sorry, guys. So We have our downward strike with the knife hand, downward strike with the side fist. Believe it or not, downward strike with the elbow does not work the same. Neither does downward strike with the reverse knife hand. You're actually turning your body 90 degrees and then doing the exact same thing. Okay, so, all right, hold the paddle. Over, down again. All right, so eventually you're going to be told to use a downward punch, right? Well, you're going to set it up the same way. Front foot through the middle of the target, okay? Like so, okay? Back foot